guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about 6 products I couldn't live without. I thought about this really long and hard, thought about what I could live with through the week, what I couldn't live with through the week, and these are the things that I figured I really couldn't live without. I'd have to run right out to the store and buy immediately if my makeup stash or skincare stash was stolen. Stealing, is that even a word? Stealing? No, I don't think so. If it was stolen from me. So first things first, we're going to talk about the Sephora Micellar Solution. Now this is the big bottle. It does come in a smaller size. And I've tried a variety of micellar solutions over, like the course of this year. And I find a lot of them are very expensive, or they really don't give me that like perfect makeups off my face, like perfect, like down to like, like the raw state of my face, which you won't see for a while. But this definitely really like penetrates any waterproof makeup, and like I do mean that. So like I like any mascaras that are like drugstore, I'm all for waterproof. That's the best one you could go for. But even things like if you're spraying a finishing spray on your face and it's supposed to be like super long lasting makeup, long lasting lipstick, like it'll penetrate through anything. The only downside to this that I would say that kind of annoys me is the smell. It smells very perfumey, and I don't mean like perfumey like flower perfumey. I mean like perfumey like kind of like men's cologne perfumey. It doesn't irritate my skin, and I have like really sensitive skin, so it's not an irritating micellar solution, which I was concerned about the smell being like super irritating on my skin. It was going to make it like break out more, but it definitely doesn't. I do 2 pumps of this at night. So right before I'm about to cleanse my face with cleanser, I go in with this, make sure that all my makeup's removed. So, 2 cotton pads on the eyes, raccoon eyes are going on right then. And definitely just try to make sure my skin's at its raw state before I go in with my cleanser. And it definitely is something that I don't think I could go a week without. And when I'm like near the bottom, which I just was, like that would have lasted me through a week, but I had to go out and buy a new bottle just to make sure I would never run out of it. Because definitely something that I don't think I could really live without weekly. Second thing skincare related I'm going to talk about is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. Now, I know a lot of beauty bloggers love this product, and I mean, with reason. It is probably the best serum I've ever tried, and it's also really great, like, budget-wise. So I know, like, a lot of people, like, I'm not going to spend $180 on a serum. I'm just not going to. Now, $46, I can kind of wrap my head around a little bit, just because it's not too expensive, but it's not super cheap, but then I know it's going to be great quality. And so, like, when I first got this, I was kind of hesitant. I was like, like, it's probably not going to live up to the hype at all. But it definitely lived up to the hype and probably more for me. And in the sense of, like, like, it definitely gives me that added moisture I need, brings my skin back to its, like, zing, like, it's, like, model-esque look. Please, as if. But it also kind of, like, helps penetrate some of my acne scars. So I find that when I don't use this, my scars are more open. I can really kind of see them. They're hard to cover. I have been using more like more concealers, more foundations to try to cover them. And this kind of like stops my hyperpigmentation from happening, or at least kind of dulls it down, which I think is really helpful in a serum. So it's definitely something that I would recommend checking out if you've got scarring or if you just have really dry skin. Now onto makeup. So if you've watched my blog regularly, you'll know recently I was having a really rough week, so I went out and bought makeup, which I think any beauty addict probably does. And I decided to treat myself to the Bobbi Brown Full Coverage, what's this called? Full Coverage Face Brush. Now, it was expensive. I will say that. It's an investment piece. It's not something that, I would say go out and buy if you're not really that into makeup or you're just starting out. But if you're definitely like a few years in and you really love makeup, it's definitely worth the money. It changed my, like, how do I put this in words? It changed my application of foundation from like, to like, wow. Like, wow. Can't describe. It gives you a flawless face, blends it in. I don't feel like it, like sometimes when I've used foundation brushes before, it kind of just moves the foundation around, and then I have like these kind of like lines all across my face, and then I'm using my hands anyway to rub it in. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole face brush thing. This definitely doesn't do that. I feel like it really blends it in. I can like really like work in, this is the motion I'm using because that's probably what I would be doing, definitely like work in my foundation. And like when I mean like work it in, I mean like really work it in. Like, it's almost like my skin but better. It's definitely something like since I've gotten it, I found myself reaching for all the time now. I feel like it's kind of replaced like my beauty blender. It's just taken my makeup to a whole new level. So if you're looking for a new foundation brush, this is the one I recommend. Plus, I find with a lot of my Bobbi Brown face brushes, any brush in this Bobbi Brown has, the longevity of the product is amazing. So a lot of my other brushes, you know, fall apart, the bristles fall out. The quality of Bobbi Brown's brushes is well worth the investment, and it was something I would probably fight someone over if they tried to take this brush. That's right, I would. All right, next thing, brows. Okay, I'm just gonna say brow game's all around right now. I love a great brow. I don't have very thick brows of any kind, so this right here, that's a product. That's not me. So I have to make sure that I like add product to it, or else I kind of look like I'm dead. So I've used, you know, I've used the Hourglass pencil before. I've used, you know, the brow pomade, and I've used like a lot of products, but it's just one I always go back to is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And I know everyone talks about this product, and I understand most of you probably have it, but I just really want to reiterate how great this product is, because the tip is so small that you're able to really get into your hair fibers and like really make sure that your eyebrow is completely and utterly perfect. I find that when I use like the Hourglass brow pencil, it's great. I love it. It has a bigger amount of product. So if you have big eyebrows, it's probably really helpful and easy. But for someone with small eyebrows, it's not. And it kind of overwhelms my face. And I feel like I'm like really struggling to get into the little fine hairs and make sure they're all filled. But the Brow Wiz can really get in there. The only thing that kind of annoys me, and let me know if you have this problem goes really quick for me. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm using it every day, so like maybe that's why, because you know I go to work every day, so I'm always using it. But I feel like I'm running out of it so quickly. Not like really quickly, but like quickly enough that I'm noticing. So let me know if you guys have the same problem. Maybe it's just I'm using all the product. Who knows? Second thing that also has a ton of hype in the beauty world, and I feel like has been probably talked to death on YouTube, is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Now, okay, I was a big skeptic upon getting this. And I literally thought that it wasn't going to live up to the hype that everyone said it was. It was just going to be this product that I was going to try and I was going to hate. Because most drugstore stuff I do not like, if I'm going to be honest. Like, it doesn't really work for me. Far and few things do. But Maybelline in general kind of really works for me really well. And I tried this, completely changed my dark circles. They're not there. If they are, to right now, sorry. You know, I got dark circles, guys. Anyway. I'm back on task here. So this product covers anything. I've even used this when I was in college. I would use this kind of like quickly in the morning if I like didn't want to wash my hair, which happened very frequently before class. If I just wanted to do a quick run, like get out the door as quickly as possible, I would use this under my eyes, on my blemishes, out the door, quick. Covers anything. And I do mean anything, like spots, you name it, it's gonna cover it. And I do feel like it has like a good range of color selection for like, you know, different colors. I'm very fair, so it's hard for me to find stuff that fits, usually too dark. But I feel like I can blend it in. It always looks good year round. The only thing, and I think everyone knows what I'm about to say, how annoying is how dirty this top and cap get. It looks so grimy. I don't even want to show you really up close what this looks like. It just is so grimy. It's so, not photogenic in any way, but it's definitely well worth the price. Well, this is better than anything I own. Hands down, yeah. This is better than any concealer that I probably bought at any of my Sephora. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything that would really be. Maybe the Clarins concealer, maybe. But it's definitely a lot lighter than that one. So this one's definitely better for summer. Like, it's buildable, spongy little tip. I don't know, that spongy tip does me right. Spongy tip, I love you, spongy tip. All right, last but not least is going to be my favorite foundation. Being fair-skinned, having acne, having hyperpigmentation, it's hard to find a great foundation that, you know, is long-lasting, keeps my oily skin, and it keeps my like combination areas that are dry looking okay. And the one that I feel like surpasses everything I've tried, and I do love like mineral foundations, you know, I love BB creams, you know, Dior Nude BB does me right all the time. But the one I always come back to, especially if I'm going out with my friends or if I'm going to work and then I'm going to class, like something like all day wearing, it's gonna be the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. Now I have this in Fair Beige, which actually isn't the lightest color. And that usually surprises me when I'm not the lightest color, because usually the lightest color is me. I almost don't even have to test it. So I was definitely surprised, like color-wise, that this like fit me. But it is just unreal. It's unreal. This is an unreal product. It covers everything. It blends in seamlessly. I never have that like line during the day. I never feel like I have to like make sure to rub it in later during the day, because that happens to me with a lot of my other foundations. Halfway through the day, I'm rubbing it in, and it's almost like I'm rubbing in like brand new foundation. Very weird. This definitely doesn't do that to me. Stays on all night. I've gone out when I was in college, like last May, I would go with my friends wearing this, and it would last all night. And I do mean that, like through dancing, anything. I never had a problem with it. So it's definitely something to think about trying if you're looking for something that's going to last you all day, that's going to be worth your money. The other thing, like Tarte in general, if you haven't really checked out their brand as a whole, really recommend checking it out. Everything about them is like vegan, it's animal friendly, and you know, like we all have, you know, we all love animals. If you don't, well, on my house we have cats, they're great. But it's a great brand as a whole, and I feel like every product I've ever tried from them, I'm really not disappointed by. I always find that I'm coming back to their products, I'm always like looking at them, and I feel like they possibly had one of the best years in 2014 as a whole. So it's definitely something, a brand, I would say. That's probably my brand recommendation for this video. I couldn't live without. It really is worth all the money I've ever spent on it there. But, so those are my 6 things I couldn't live without for a week if someone stole all my stuff. Yeah, so if you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe down below. Leave a comment telling me products that you guys couldn't live without. I love getting product recommendations and testing out stuff. You know, I can't test out everything, so it's nice when you guys give me stuff to test out. So I'm going to go hang out with my cats now and be an old grandma and drink lots of tea and study. Weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye!